Hey guys, how are all my hair comrades this morning? This is Rick. I am on my way to work. It's a beautiful morning. This video today is going to be a lot of little clips about what not to do with a hair system. So all throughout the day, I'm going to turn this baby on and I'm going to give you some tips and some things that I've learned and through mistakes, trial and error of my own, and from watching other people and seeing what they're doing. Now my hair is jacked to Jesus today, but I'm loving it. So stay tuned for more. I'll be right back. Hey, okay, tip number one. I've ran into this situation a couple of times, and it's whenever you get the system in, you have your template, and you're cutting the base to fit the template. When you're cutting this front hairline, literally follow exactly the hairline of the unit. Don't cut up, whatever you do, don't cut up into the hair of the base across that front, because if you do, you're going to get up to a point where the skin is a little thicker, you're going to get up to where the hair is a little thicker, and it's going to look like you've just ran into a wall right there across that front hairline, and it becomes next to impossible to have an undetectable hairline if you cut up into the hair. So follow exactly along where that hairline is. Now, if you want to create more of a recession on either side, like this particular unit, which this happens to be the M111, I usually have the HD111, but this one was a trial and I like it. I can deal with it fine. I can just about make anything work. But so if you want to create a little bit more of a recession on the sides like I have here, well, you just, instead of cutting all the way across that hairline, then stop wherever you want to and then go back. And then when you pull the hairline down, it creates a little more of a curved shape right in the front, that hairline. Now, by that same token, I could have chosen to kept cutting all the way over to here and covered up this entire area and then gone back. I've still had hairline in the front to do that, but I decided for this unit, this will be the look I have, to let it have that little bit of recession, which my wife actually likes that. So yeah, tip for the day, don't cut into that front hairline, never. Tip number two, if you've ever put your system on and then right around that front hairline, you feel it's a little sticky or gooey, let me tell you what went wrong. You didn't let the glue dry enough. When you put that glue on, you want to set it back and let it dry. Use a blow dryer on it for a little bit if you want to hurry the situation up some, but let that dry enough, and when you do, you won't have that gooey part. Now, it's a little tricky, and you'll just have to find the sweet spot, because if you let it dry too much, then it's not going to adhere well. But if you don't let it dry enough, then some of that that's not quite set enough will ooze out from under the hairline, and you'll have that little bit of sticky front. But dry enough, it'll go on and it sticks instantly. Brush it instantly, wet it down with a bottle wattle. Wet it down with a bottle wattle and you'll be good. Hey, if you don't have one of those, go get them. I mean, you know, it's cheap. Tip number three. So, Rick, how do you get such an amazing hairline? I'm gonna zoom up for you here. Yeah, pretty crazy. So here's the bottom line with that. So the M101 that I will wear has 8 mil thick skin. I can achieve a perfect hairline with that, but only for a few days. Now I'm experimenting with the amount of glue on the front, because my experience has been that with that thicker skin, I might need just a bit more glue. I'm not sure about that, so I'm just going to try some different things. But the front hairline of that M101 will look good for 3 days, and then after that, it's kind of like passable. Most people wouldn't notice, but I can't handle it, so it's got to come off. So there's that. The thinner the skin is, the more natural that hairline is. The thinner the hair is, the more natural that hairline is. This is the M111, which the hair on it is thinner than the HD111. And but it gives this amazing hairline that will stay amazing for 7 days for me. That's about as long as I can go, or that I want to go. So anyway, windy day, everything's good. So just remember, if you're super picky about that front hairline, HD111, M111, really a great way to go. So tip number 4, easy. Remember when you're color matching, that the better the match of the color, the easier it is for the barber to blend your system in. Now, if you're one that wants that very blended in on the sides, let's look here. It's really hard to tell what's my hair and what's the system hair. The color match is really important. Quite obviously, if it is too gray or not gray enough, then it's harder. It can be, there are tricks to make it happen, but it's just better if that color is as close to your natural color as you can get. It will really help your barber, whoever is doing your cut in, to have that color to be really spot on. So, tip number 5. After your system has been on your head, you get a new system, get it on your head, and after it's been a month, then go to your barber and have them trim the ends of that system. And you're thinking, but Rick, this hair doesn't grow. No, it doesn't, but the ends of it still split. A lot of talk about, why does my system look dry? Why does it look like straw? All of those things. Well, a big part of it is the ends get split, and when they split, then it's gonna look frizzy, and it's gonna look dry. So, and I'm not talking much of a trim. I'm just talking about nip the ends. I mean, hardly a 1/16 of an inch. So that will prolong the life of your system, and it will look better longer. Get it trimmed up. Okay, so as far as products are concerned, I get a lot of questions about, please tell us your secrets. Please tell us what products you use. And if I had to pick one, it would be the one I'm about to show you. I'm a barber, and in the salon we have Aveda hair products and have had for about 40 years. Yeah, 40. So out of them all, and my experimenting with things, and this is because of the way I've got my phone in that reverse mode, so that's probably going to be backwards. This is the Botanical Repair Bond Building Flash Treatment. Strengthens, smooths, and shines. Now what you do with this is I use shampoo, I use conditioner, and then I use this and I leave it on for 30 seconds. After that 30 seconds, then I rinse that off. Really amazing for hair system hair. And on another note, seeing what is in the background here behind me, I know this is all going to be backwards, but on that sign behind me, what you see is Silent Cries on Railroad Ties. Hello is the name of that. And you'll notice the author is R.J. Douglas. That would be yours truly. So if you're interested in something like that, you're interested in a very dramatic, true story that will definitely leave you speechless, and you will get to know me more than you really need to, honestly, in this telling of this story. But go to Amazon, Silent Cries on Railroad Ties, you'll find it. Let me know. Aveda Botanical Repair. So, my 7th and final tip for the day brings us to a really serious moment. And it is this. If anyone ever says to you that a hair system is too much trouble, that it costs too much money, or that you won't look better with hair, that person you need to get away from, because they are not going to heaven. It's not happening. Nope. Give it up. Take it from me.